Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video on the Let's Play series. I know it's been a while since I made one of these videos, but I think today is the day to continue building on the Hawai'i Skyline. So right now I'm at Lost Swamp Station because that's where I disconnected last time. And what were we doing? I think we were on a quest and we just ended up here. So there's a train right now. I'm on the platform to Aloha Stadium. So let's hop on and let's take a ride. We can take a ride on this is the nostalgia line right now. We can take a ride all the way down to Aloha Stadium and then go from there. Okay, we're approaching Meteor Crater. I remember how much fun I had building this station. Today, I'm not sure what I want to build yet. Because, yeah, I'm just gonna build the next station on the line, but like last time I just copy and pasted the station. I don't really want to do that today, but I don't really have any ideas of what to build yet. So I guess we'll just kind of go along with the flow. Alright, Kings Grove. That is S3E Station, I believe. I've been playing on 4.0 or like testing 4.0 and like playing on the test server for so long that I forgot how much of the 3 point something features, like how much is missing in the 3 point something version, 3.2 versions. For example, the vehicle swaying, I kind of take that for granted now. And I'm like, oh, how come the train isn't swaying? It's just like solid still. Oh, there's the other train. I think we just missed the train, but I think it's relatively frequent, so it's okay. Yeah. Oh, no, it's just arriving. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. Oh, just missed it. Okay. Okay, so last time we built to Halaulani, Leeward Community College. And then we'll extend one more station today. So as I was saying, I've been playing on 4.0 so much that not having those features seem kind of weird, like the vehicle swaying and the hitboxes as well. Like right now I can walk through literally everything, all the obstacles on the train, which is also a little bit weird. The server is in the progress of migrating to 4.0 right now, so if you're a builder, please make sure that your assets are properly migrated over to the new server, otherwise you are not going to have them. I guess that applies for me as well because I need to move a couple of things over, such as the Star Ferry. That's the main one, I think. And I think I added some MLR door opening sounds and small things like that. But the main one is the Star Ferry, which I need to do. Alright, so I'm thinking if we build an above ground station, that might be a nice little change compared to what we've been doing. All of it was underground. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because this train cuts through the mountain and then goes deeper underground later for the next couple of stations. Yep, so here is Pearl Highlands. And then Leeward Community College is also underground. Yeah, so I'm also very excited about the new upcoming features in 4.1 and ongoing. So AI passengers and manual driving are the two big features. If you want to hear me talk about that more in detail, please go check out the other video. The last video that was posted. So I'm excited about those features and I hope you are as well because this will really, really improve the player experience on the server. Alright, here we are. So taking a look at the system map, there's still a bit of distance before we get to Kapolei Castle. So we can loop down a little bit, have a few more stations before we come here. And then the square map as well. Let's take a look at that. Wow, the two visitors are right there at spawn together. And we are all the way down here. So yeah, Kapolei Castle is down here. We haven't loaded any chunks down here yet, so let me be right back. I'll load in some chunks on the square map, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I just finished loading the chunks around the area. Dark oak and spruce right here. There's a huge patch of that. That's like one of my least favorite biomes. There's a swamp. This is probably a birch jungle. And then here's some like shrubland desert area. Not very much buildable space, I would say. Probably these two are the least of all the evils in terms of biomes. So I don't really know what to do here. Not very much buildable space. Yeah, where I am right now is the border of these two biomes. As you saw on the map. I could make the train cut through the mountain again, but I already did that earlier. So I could just maybe keep heading south and see what we have down there. Or we could just build in this shrub area. Not very interesting though. This mountain looks pretty cool with the cave, but again, I don't know, it seems overdone already. So, not sure what ideas I have. This is a savanna on the other side. Where is this in relation to the other station? Let's see. Oh, this comes out to the other side, so... Maybe we could. But then we'll have to curve back this way, though. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is just to find a good place to build a station, and then do that. And then just build the tracks around that, and yeah. So I think looking at the map, it's okay if we curve over here a little bit. Curve back over here. The stations will be like zigzag, actually. Kind of funny. But if we go out this way and then loop back, yeah, that might work. So let's try that. Alright. So I pasted in the platforms. I'm planning to make an island platform this time because so many of my stations are... What's the opposite of the island platform? I keep forgetting this. But not island platforms. So I thought it would be cool if one side started at this mountain and then the other side... Actually, my original plan was like a little bridge across the river. But I guess we're doing this now. Let's see the orientation of this. Maybe this is north, right? Maybe it would be easier for the tracks to go that way instead. Okay, so the platforms are kind of flush with this little hill right now. And let's see how far this goes across the water. Not really that far. So we might have to build like arches from the end of the station down to the ground. Okay, I want to replace this with smooth stone because smooth stone slabs look kind of weird from the side. Okay, put down the platform rails and also some of the platform blocks. Okay. I mean the middle blocks. So, wow, this is actually pretty high up the ground. I might just build a diagonal beam all the way down. Let's see how that would look. Okay. This kind of resembles Red Leaves. Red Leaf Station with the architecture. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe I can go up and then back down to the other side. So yeah, like go up a little bit more and then cut down and all the way to the bottom. Okay. Nice. Let's copy this to the other side. Alright, cool. Not sure if I should build the same thing on this side as well. Of course, the pillar won't go all the way down, but at least this top part, I think, might make it look better. Okay, this is how that looks. The pillars can go down a little bit like this. And I think that is pretty good. I want to make a concourse down here somehow, but maybe keep some of this foliage down here. So I think I need to enclose it with glass first of all. I like the look of cyan glass actually. I got this inspiration from Kings Grove and I used it for some of the other stations too. But cyan glass looks kind of futuristic, which is nice. So what I'm gonna do is kind of line the edge of this mountain with andesite, and then the rest of it I can fill in with the glass like this. So if I repeat this all the way down, I feel like that'd be a pretty cool effect. So let me give that a go. Okay, finish one side. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. And I've lined the diorite or the andesite all the way along the slope like that. Looks pretty clean, I think. So this area will be the concourse. Maybe this part of the floor I might like flatten this out. Yeah, I'm gonna flatten this out and then make this into a proper floor. And then I need to do it for the other side as well. Alright, here we are. Still feel like this whole glass, like plain, whole glass area is a bit plain. And I don't know how I can spice it up a little bit. I was thinking maybe putting some frames over it somehow. Maybe like a darker block. Walls might work. So if we did some sort of deep slate maybe to like line this up, maybe that would help. I'm not sure though, because it's like a solid black block. Oh, or maybe one layer behind actually. That might work. So it'll look like some structural reinforcement holding in the glass. So let me try this. So if I made something like that, yeah, that looks pretty good from the outside actually. So let me try this. How do you think that looks? It's okay, I think. Yeah, let's just go with this. I don't want to revise this design too many times. Yeah, I think it's pretty good as it is. So I'm making some cross beams as well for maximum structural support. Alright, cool. Just gonna extend this diorite floor out a little bit. Oh, I actually made it quite far out here, this side. Okay. So let me just real quick replace quartz bricks, polished diorite. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Just fill out this dirt area. Nice. Alright, so this can be the station entrance. I'm thinking maybe we can have escalators going up that way as well. That would look pretty cool with the escalators exposed out here. But we have this annoying little pillar though. Didn't really think that through. So we can't have the escalators like align that closely with the quartz, but I think it's okay. let's just try it. So 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's the pretty standard amount I use. So if I made the escalator like this, how does this look? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me keep going. Alright, so I gotta dig out now to the platform. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want it too close to the platform edge anyway, so that worked out. Okay, so how much space do we need here? I guess a good rule of thumb is you have to be able to walk along the handrail. Not that anyone's gonna do it, right? But you should be able to walk along the handrail without hitting your head. So I think that's pretty good for now here. So copy this over. So this can go up and then this can come down, I think. Nice. Okay, and then the exit can come out right here with the ticket gates. Yeah, I'm really liking the style of this station. It turned out better than I expected. Okay, so I'll probably build some sort of proper cover over this. If I did that, or maybe even using the walls. What about that? Is there another type of wall I can use? I don't want to make it too messy, actually. So maybe I'll just use the standard glass fences. So I don't want people squeezing in through here. So something like that. And then let's see. Let's grab some ticket gates. This is not that much space, actually. Like, even if we did something like that, that doesn't give us much space. Okay, I think it works though. So put some ticket machines over on the sides. Inquiry machine. Let's use to check how much money you have. Okay, and then maybe we can use a real deep slate here. Deep slate tiles. I think this is the texture of... What's this texture of, actually? Deep slate tiles, yeah. Okay. I don't think I've used deep slate tiles, like the actual block, for any of my builds yet. So, okay. That's looking good. Entrance. I still haven't given this station a name yet. I'm gonna do that in a second. So... Nice. I think I should probably make this up one block, because if I want to put signs down here, then yeah, everything needs to move over. Okay, let's extend this out a couple of blocks. Alright, here we go. I don't think there's any way for people to squeeze through here. without paying. Okay, cool. Now, actually maybe move these over like this so people don't think that these are actual like ticket machines to beep in. Okay, now for the signs. I like to put a couple of signs over here to indicate that these are the tickets. Like that. Yep. And then we have the standard entry exit signs. Alright, I put a couple more escalators over on this side. Hopefully that would ease some passenger flow, even though we don't have passengers yet. Okay, and I'm gonna copy these signs over as well. So copy, rotate 180, paste. Perfect. I think maybe I'll just remove these blocks in the middle. Yeah, looks more spacious this way. Okay. Just on a station design perspective, I think it'll be better for this escalator to go up and this to come down, because once people come down, they can immediately walk to the exit gate. So basically, we can have like a soft barrier here as well. So, well, so something kind of like this. So like, yeah, once you get off the escalator, you can immediately come out here to exit. So the passenger flow won't like run into each other, if that makes sense. Okay. And then I was thinking of putting a lift down the middle here. So I think it would be cool to make this look sort of like a tunnel. So you would walk into this tunnel and then there would be a lift at the end here. Actually, there's not much of a need for a tunnel. I can just build this like right here. Yeah. Doesn't matter too much. So, yeah. Probably just right there is okay. Not gonna make this super fancy, just line it with andesite is okay. Well, that is a little bit boring, so maybe some quartz pillars and bricks. Let's see. Chiseled quartz is nice. So, like that. And then this. Oops. So pillar, 3 pillars, chiseled quartz, and then something like this. Nice. And then I also noticed that there's a hole right here, so I'm gonna patch that. There we go, that looks really cool. Okay, now it's time to build all the lift stuff. So we need this, we need this, we need the tracks, and then we need the buttons and the linkers. Alright. Actually, let me dig out the hole first. So this will be this block right here. Okay, wait. Alright, the lift is done, and it goes all the way down. Let me show you how this looks from the bottom. Like this. Alright, so I can add a sign as well. I think 4E is the appropriate lift signs that I've been using. So, train, lift. Yeah. Okay, so maybe just like this for the sign. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright. Cool, so the concourse is pretty much good to go. Now we just have the platform left. The platform looks a little bit bare. Actually, might be kind of cool to put an exit over here as well. So this is the south end of the station. So since Leeward Community College, the trains go this way, I might actually have to make the trains back out and then loop down like that. We don't usually do this on the lines, but like there are certain stations on the Let's Play that do that. For example, Kowloon Tong is one of them on the Metro Continent South Continental line. Okay, so I probably will, yeah, let's create another entrance right there. So, because it looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna copy what we have over there. Rotate and paste. Undo, probably somewhere in here. Because I want this, well, yeah, that's a good spot for it, actually. So we'll add back some glass. Actually, maybe ticket machines would be more appropriate in this space. And then I'll probably want to expand this area. I have that command to set. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this area will just be kind of off limits because the trains will be running through here. So I'll probably have to put some glass fence here. Something like this. Actually, I just decided to go with this. Like a hard cutoff right there. I think that works as well. Okay, so this is going south, right? So I want to extend out the track a little bit just to get a placeholder area of what we should expect. So gonna have this area cleared out. 1, 2. Stack 200. And then I also want this area cleared out. Set zeros, stack 200. So we have this little catch area, I suppose. Actually, maybe make this smooth stone. Yeah, make this smooth stone slab, just like how we've always done. With our other tracks, which means this quartz can extend down below one more. Okay. Alright, just like that. This wall looks a little bit weird. Maybe we'll fix it later, or not. Okay, let's do the same on this side at least. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stack 200. Actually, stack 200 like this. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of this. Don't really like having half trees along the tracks. Okay, so the dirt seems... Oh, whoa. It's a cool little cave right there. And yeah, this dirt seems to only extend up to here, so maybe if we somehow... Oh, actually, this exit kind of goes out to nowhere because it's separated by the tracks anyway, so... I'm gonna leave the exit there for now. Yeah. So I was thinking for this side here, since the... I don't know. I want to set this to air, but maybe not right now. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. So the trains will need to turn back. And then this part needs to connect to the other station. Okay, so a straight track will probably be okay. But I need to get underground though. So I don't know if there's a good space for me to go underground. Maybe if I extend out here far enough, it will naturally come underground. We'll see. So I'm just going to keep extending the tracks till we get somewhere. So stack 500. See where that gets us. Okay, so it does cut through here. And I don't know if 500 is too much. Yeah, that's way too much. Well, where does this get us on the dashboard? Oh, that's actually pretty good, I think. Maybe let's start with 400 first. Alright, so this is where we're at with the other side of the tracks. So we need to go down a bunch and then curve left. Let's see if we can find... Okay, there it is. So we might have to change the routing of this a little bit. It's a little bit tricky because that curves up as well. And also I don't want this to cut through... I don't want the tracks to cut through each other. So that... Yeah, so we need to make branches like... Okay. So let me put down some intermediate nodes and then use the remover. So how many blocks is this? Okay, this is at least 40 blocks, which is good. It's over 1 car in length. Maybe we can even shorten this. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this section of track. And remove this section of track. And then this all needs to be signaled. So I'll probably... Yeah, this section of track isn't going to be used anymore. So we might as well just fence it off at this point. Oops. Okay, so we'll signal this. And then we need one more signal here. Like so. Okay, so what's going to happen is that the trains are going to come in and then reverse out and then turn and go on to the other track. So I think... Yeah, we don't need signaling here. The signals are just a failsafe, too. So I might as well use one-way track so that we can more clearly see what's going on here. So the trains will come in this way, and then the trains will also go out this way. So I'll probably build... Oh, is this all underwater? Okay, put another node over here. Like that. So that track will branch out that way. And then this will continue down to where our other track is supposed to be. But then this is crisscross, so that might add a little bit more complexity. Although not too much. Because the track on the left... Oh, this is really hard to tell. Okay, anyway. I think what I'm gonna do is to finish making the tunnels first. So what Y level is this? We need to get down to a Y level of 38. So I'm gonna go over to my other track and make sure that we get down to 38 first. Alright, before I keep going, let me show you what I have so far. So I've connected most of the tracks right now. So this is where the bridge comes in from the other station. So the trains will come here. This is going northbound. So back to Aloha Stadium direction. So the trains will come down here, turn left, and then this left track will come down here, come back up here, and then merge at this right platform over here. And then the trains will back out and keep going straight. Aloha Stadium is that way. So the incoming trains will follow this track. This is the outbound trains. Stop at this left platform, like this train right here. Turn back, turn over here, and then this will keep going straight and towards the new station. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, and now I'm going to continue with the rest of this connection. Alright, so these tunnels have been decorated now. I've done all the tunnel creator and bridge creator work here, and I think this looks pretty good. I think there's some small things like this that can be cleaned up, but nothing major. Okay. Yeah. I just noticed that there's a 2 block gap between these two tracks and there's a 1 block gap here. But this is underground, so most people won't see it. Yeah. Yeah, oh well. Okay, and then the signaling's in place. And these signs should update automatically when the time comes. Alright. So I've also added the station in the dashboard. It's going to be called Pohala Waipahu Transit Center Station. There's not actually a transit center here just yet, but that's what it's going to be called. So let's see, eastbound and westbound. Technically this is westbound, even though it loops back towards the east. So I'm gonna have it go to platform 1 for now. And then the other way, eastbound, would also start in platform 1. So the trains will come into this platform and back out the same way. But we need to change the track layout if that's the case. Because right now there's no way for trains to get over to the other side once it comes back out. So we need to do some sort of switch over. And I'm thinking maybe some temporary switch over would be good enough. So let's put down the nodes first. Connect up these tracks. Yeah, we're gonna need something like this. This looks kind of ugly, but it's temporary for now. Or should I just make the temporary turn back? I don't know. I think this is good for now. And I also need to fix these walls over here. So these all need to be stone brick. I could probably just replace the solid block. So somewhere here, replace solid stone bricks. There we go. Yeah, sort of like a retaining wall. Okay. Just cleaning this area up a little bit, making this flush with the grass. And we need to set up the roof here as well. And stairs probably. Just to clean it up a little bit like that. Okay. And then this wall again. Okay, actually I just made it like this. I think this looks pretty good. At least it's cleaner, if you agree with me. Okay, these tunnel entrances definitely look more organic than my normal design, but I think it works pretty well in this situation. I don't like these random little bushes on my tracks, so I'm gonna get rid of them. And I think all our nodes are connected here. Yeah, and then there's not gonna be any tracks here for right now. Might be a good idea to just fence out this area, because people shouldn't be allowed to walk on the tracks anyway. But yeah. Let's do that real quick. Alright, clean up this area a little bit with the glass fences. I think this looks much better, and it's safer for people as well, so people don't try to run on the tracks. Although they can totally do that right here. So it's not foolproof. Anyway, oh, gotta fence off this area as well. Wow. It looks a little bit weird without a roof, but I don't know what to do for the roof. Okay, let's start running trains through here anyway. Refresh. Success. How many trains do we have? 6 trains. We probably need more here. As you can see, our nice zigzag is over here. So let's take a look at the line. Probably add up these times. It's about 30 to 40 seconds for each segment. So about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I would say. 2 minutes 30 times 2 would be 5 minutes. Going back to our depot, if we have 5 minutes, that means it's 300 seconds. 300 seconds would means 12 trains. We need 12 trains. That's my guess. Let's just try it. If there's too many trains, we can always reduce it later. Okay. Train should be running now. I think we need a ceiling, like a canopy. We could make a curved roof, sort of like red leaves again. I think that might be our best option right now. So let me give that a go. I'm gonna put down some PIDS, Passenger Information Display System. So only this platform right here should have trains. Or was it this one? It should be just this one. Okay, I'm gonna try to sketch out how a roof would look like. Oh, first train's here. Actually, I don't know if this is the first train, but it's definitely the first one that I saw. And I'm hoping that this doesn't jam up this system. We'll see. Time will tell. Alright, there we are. This is how my ceiling looks like. A little wave. It's a bit boring, but oh well. Okay. So, oops. Let's clear my effects, see how dark the station actually is. It's actually all lit up just by the signs right now. So this works for this part. It's a little bit dark on the platforms. The glowstone provides some light. And the ceiling is definitely dark, but that's okay. Maybe if I do some spot lamps, I can do them. On this surface. I gotta figure out how many blocks this whole thing is, though, so that I can tessellate it properly. So 105. So I could do every 4 blocks. Every 4 blocks would work perfectly. Or I could do 8. Okay, I think if I do like this, it should work. Should work nicely. So let me see. This is 3 blocks, 3, 33. Let's try that. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Then we can do it right here as well. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Okay, so 33. And it actually looks kind of messy. Looks like stars in the sky, but they're too regular. But I think it's fine. It's fine. What if I did it on the floor as well? That would make it look really, really noisy. But I think it'll be fine. Like this. Yeah, this will be really noisy, the floor. Maybe we can survive without lighting on the floor, I think. Okay, now I just need to put down some of the signs and we should be good to go for the station. Alright, the signs are up and I decided to try something a little bit different and use these signs here instead. Yeah. I think it fits the theme. Actually, never mind. There's no space to do it right here, so I guess I could do one here and do the normal one. Normal one over here or something. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that would be cool, but yeah, this works as well. Alright, so I think... Ooh, kind of floating there. I think this station is good. Yeah, I'm ready to call this complete. Visitors, you can feel free to come ride this line. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, it looks pretty good. I guess I'll take away these because they're kind of inconsistent with the rest of the design in this case. Okay. Cool. And then let's check. Yeah, down here the lighting's pretty good. Alright, let's take a ride, shall we? Actually, let's pretend I'm just here. And then, oh, station! And then I guess I could walk all the way up, but if I go through the main entrance the proper way, I would go through here, go up the escalator, and oh, actually, did I put entrance? Yeah, I put entrance signs right there. Okay, so I'm on the platform, I came out the escalator, and there's a few seconds till my train arrives. Alright, we're on the train. And then the train will just head all the way back through the turnback, all the way to Aloha Stadium. I should probably signal that section right there. If everything goes well though, like, theoretically I shouldn't need it because the trains go in and out fast enough that it won't jam the system. But I guess it's still good to be safe. Alright, so the trains would turn back here. I hope our track setup works. It should, right? Yeah, there we go. Pearl Highlands. Okay. I think this is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm gonna go to the other side to take the train back to our station just so that we can add the remaining signals. But we're pretty much done, so thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. I actually quite enjoyed building that station because it's something new, a different style that I haven't really tried before, like a bridge station with half of it on land. I guess half of it kind of sticking out over the water, but the other side on ground level. So that's an interesting architectural design, I suppose. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Yeah, share this channel with your friends. Share the mod with your friends if you think they would like it. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna actually quit after I arrive at the station. Okay, see you later. Bye.